All right, friends, it's time for another edition of Prince I, Pal Science Summer School. We're going to learn a little bit about Innovation Academy today. Solar power, a watt, a rocket scientist, and we're going to hear a great story. So enjoy another episode of Prince I, Pal Science Summer School. Prince I, Pal here with your mindset. When the going gets tough and things get too hard, just give up. No sense looking like a fool, right? Just throw your hands up and go, hey, I'm done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me my crown. Give up. We don't do that. All right. When the going gets tough, the tough get going. That's where you have your grit and your perseverance. You think to yourself, okay, this didn't work, I'm going to try this. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try this. You come up with plans A, B, C, D. You never give up. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. Always persevere and push through, because that's what Innovation Academy Scorpions do. And I know you can, and you know deep in your heart and deep in your brain that you can do anything that you set your mind to. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. And don't listen to imposters. I am Prince iPad. On this day in science, in 1914, Robert Goddard, who was a rocketeer, or a rocket scientist, at age 31 was issued his first patent, the first of 214 he would obtain in his lifetime, as a pioneer of rocket science. So our scientist of the day is Robert Goddard. And on this day, he earned his first U.S. patent for his rocket, which you see here in this picture. So today in science and our scientist of the day combined, Robert Goddard on this day earned his first patent for a rocket.
Scientists say watt, not W-H-A-T, but W-A-T-T. A watt is a unit of measure for how much energy is used over time. It's defined as 1 joule of energy per second. The unit is named after the Scottish engineer James Watt, who also developed the concept of horsepower.
Friends, got a story I want to share with you. I figured it's so hot this summer, I might share a snowy book. And it's one of my favorites. It's by Don Apperly, and it's called Flip and Flop. "Wee," said Flip, "look at me. I can stand on one leg." "Me too," spluttered Flop. "I can do it too." But he couldn't, and toppled slowly over into the snow. Gosh, how nice if we have snow right now. Flip was 5 and Flop was 2. Whatever Flip did, Flop did too. Reminds me of when my older brother always wanted to do everything that Chris did. "I'm making a snow penguin," said Flip. "Me too," said Flop. "I'm in my secret hideout," said Flip. "Me too," said Flop. In fact, whatever Flop did, Flip did too. Flip and Flop played a made-up game called Boomba. They jumped into the snow, bounced on their bottoms. "Boomba!" shouted Flip. "Boomba!" shouted Flop. Flop loved playing Boomba with Flip. He couldn't play it forever. But sometimes Flip wanted to play other games. One day, Flip was on the play slope, playing slip slide with his friends, Hip. Flop waddled over. "Let's play Boomba," said Flip excitedly. Flip laughed, loved Flop. Flop loved Flip, but sometimes Flip thought his little brother was kind of a pest. "No," said Flip. "I want to play slip slide with Hip, not Boomba with you." "No way." Flop felt sad and he shuffled away. Flop waddled and shuffled and waddled up and down and around and in and out until he had wandered far, far away from Flip. Flop found a new play slope and started to play Boomba alone. "Boomba!" he shouted and fell. He started to cry. "Boomba is no fun on my own," sniffled Flop. "It's boring and cold." At the top of the slope, someone was watching him. A little bear came sliding down. "My name is Hop. Who are you?"
said the little bear. I'm Flop, said Flop, grinning. Did you want to play Boomba with me? Yes, said Hop, with a big smile. Together they jumped into the snow, bounced on their bottoms. Boomba! Shouted Flop and Hop as loudly as they could. They were having a really good time. My brother didn't want to play with me today, said Flop. Mine neither, said Hop. I'm happy I played with you, said Flop. Me too, said Hop. Soon it was time to go home. The two friends skipped back to the play slope. At the play slope, Flip and Hip were bored with playing slip slide, and they looked gloomy. Flip, this is my friend Hop, said Flop proudly. And he's my baby brother, said Hip. Let's all play together, said Flip. And they made up a new game, added Flop. Flip, Flop, Hip, and Hop invented a new game called Slip Slide Boomba! They whizzed, slipped, slid, jumped, and all together shouted, Boomba! Flip and Flop. Hip and Hop.
Principal Science here, talking about solar energy. Yeah, Innovation Academy is a solar energy school. See, we have these solar arrays here on our playground, and on top of our cafeteria here, we have solar cells as well. And these are called photovoltaic cells, and they convert the sun's energy or the sun's light into electricity. We also have solar thermal technology, where we take the sun, the heat from the sun, and we convert it to heat our water. So our water here that's heated is solar heated water. So solar energy is generated directly from sunlight. Solar power can be used to heat water or convert it into electrical energy. When we use solar power, we don't use any of the Earth's resources like coal or oil. And this makes solar power renewable. We also have a solar power website, as you see here. Now, our solar power website tells us how much solar energy we're producing each day. And some days is more than others, and that's because maybe there were clouds, okay? One day last year we had 0, and that's because lightning hit the solar converter the night before and blew it out. So we weren't able to do anything on that particular day. But we have a solar website that shows us how much energy we're producing each day. And we also have a battery room. So whatever energy we don't use, especially during the summer right now, like when no one's on campus, is stored in those batteries. And then any more energy we produce, we send back to Tucson Electric Power, and they use to power other things in our community. So Innovation Academy is a very green school, and we are a solar-powered school. So that's Principal Science and our science principal. Hope you enjoyed that episode of Prince iPal Science Summer School. We will see you next week with another great episode. It's great seeing you today. I hope you are having an amazing time and you are being safe, respectful, responsible, and kind. And we hope to see you very, very soon. At the very least, I will see you next week. Ta-ta for now.